Well, John, you've obviously identified in recent weeks that quality in the final third needs to be better. So what work have you been able to do in such a short turnaround between the Shrewsbury game and the Oxford game?
Not a huge amount, to be honest, other than going through some of the areas that we need to improve, some of the things that we need to do a bit better, especially in the final third. We've had to go over that in the classroom especially, but we haven't had a huge amount of time to do anything out on the training pitch, and physically we just obviously need to make sure we're on top of the lads and giving them plenty of rest in between the two away games. So yeah, not a huge amount, but we are aware of it, and there's plenty that hopefully we can work on and improve on by tomorrow evening.
Yeah, looking ahead to the Oxford game, you're heading back to your old club for the first time. What are you expecting from that experience?
Yeah, not a huge amount, to be honest. I think really the most important thing is that we just focused on the game from our own point of view, and then just let everything else take care of itself. If there's a bit of fanfare in the background, then so be it. But the most important thing for us is to make sure that we go there with the professional attitude, and we try and come away with 3 points if possible. It's another really good opportunity for us coming off the back of what's been a decent run in terms of not losing any games, but we want to try and convert some of those draws into wins, and ultimately we have to make sure that none of that's the focus, myself included, and we just go and treat it as another game of football.
Yeah, you touched on it there. We're in a stage where ideally we do need to pick up those points and turn draws into wins. So at Oxford, they need to pick up points at the bottom of the table. So how are you approaching tomorrow?
Yeah, I think it should be a good clash from that perspective. I know we're going into the game trying to win it, as we will do with every game, and probably it's the stage of the season where if we want to do anything with the current league position and the current season that we have, then we probably do have to win the game, and that's a decent enough position to be in terms of just being able to hopefully throw the shackles off, play with a bit of freedom, like we did when we went 1-0 down at the weekend and we came back into the game, and just approach it like that. We haven't got anything to lose. We're 6 points off the playoffs, and although it looks quite unlikely, you never know what's going to happen on Tuesday night if we go and put a performance in and hopefully get the result off the back of that.
How important can momentum be at this stage of the season? For example, if we were to win tomorrow, then just carry us through until the end.
Yeah, massively, and I think our momentum's taken a bit of a hit over the past sort of week and a half, where we went into the MK game in particular off the back of a good win at Forest Green, and although we hadn't beaten Port Vale, they were the two good away wins against Accrington and Bristol Rovers, and yeah, we had been taking a bit of momentum into that Easter weekend, which I think just stalled slightly, and maybe we felt the effect of that last week as well. A bit of a lack of momentum, a bit of a lack of confidence as well. So we need to try and pick that up, and a win can really breed that. A win can definitely breed a lot of confidence, a lot of momentum. And then we have to approach the last 4 games, like I said, as if we have nothing to lose, because we don't, and hopefully build on that.
What's your message to the lads going to be ahead of kick-off tomorrow?
Again, just to play with positivity and just play with freedom. There is nothing to worry about. I think the only pressure that there is the pressure that we put on ourselves. And we do put pressure on ourselves to perform well every week and to try and win the games, and that's really good. That's where you want to be in this professional environment, to make sure that we're here to win games. So we want to do that. We want to probably try and play a bit more football, just try and create a bit more, just again play with a bit more freedom. I felt like we weren't really playing with a huge amount of freedom at the weekend. We looked slightly nervous. We looked like we didn't really want the ball in certain areas, and that for us I think isn't the best way to go about it. Whenever we've been at our best, certainly since I've been in since January, we've actually played with a certain amount of freedom and got at teams, and we've had the results off the back of that.
Just finally, how did the team come out of Saturday? Is there any new injury news, or is there anyone returning for tomorrow?
Yeah, so the team came out of Saturday all fine. I picked up no injuries from the weekend. It looks like tomorrow night's just going to be one step too far for Tom Lowry. I think he was the one that missed out at the weekend, so probably not going to likely see Tom until the weekend, but everyone else is available.